It is institutions that help us to preserve decency. They need our help as well. Do not speak of our institutions unless you make them yours by acting on their behalf. Choose an institution you care about: a court, a newspaper, a law, a labor union, and take its side. The genius of the system of government created by our forefathers is that checks and balances built into our various institutions make it, when working properly, a system of laws and not of men. But as Timothy Snyder points out in this chapter, it is a mistake to assume that rulers who came to power through institutions cannot change or destroy those very institutions, even when that is exactly what they have said they will do. An editorial in a prominent newspaper for German Jews in 1933 provides an example of sadly misplaced faith that our institutions can automatically maintain themselves. This is titled The New Situation, February 2nd, 1933, and what I will read is translated from German. It read in part: "We do not subscribe to the view that Herr Hitler and his friends, now finally in possession of the power they have desired for so long, will enact the proposals circulating in Nazi newspapers. They will not suddenly divest German Jews of their constitutional rights, lock them away in race ghettos, or subject them to the avaricious and murderous impulses of the mob. They cannot do this because many other crucial factors hold their powers in check. They also clearly do not want to go this route, for when one acts as a European world power, the whole atmosphere is more conducive to ethical reflection upon one's better self than to revisiting one's earlier oppositional role. Operating as a European world power means that one seeks an enduring place in the harmonious exchange of peoples of culture." The newspaper that printed this editorial was banned by the Nazis in 1938. Stand for our institutions while we have them. Our current president has proposed to relax libel laws, would not commit to respecting the outcome of the 2016 election if it went against him, tried to discredit the popular vote that did go against him, threatened to imprison his opponent in the last election, suggested that our Justice Department should protect his political party than enforce our laws, and expressed his admiration of autocrats around the world, all hallmarks of an aspiring dictator. Stand up for our institutions while we have them. Our institutions won't save us if we don't act to keep them strong. Support your local newspaper. Become knowledgeable about efforts to limit our freedom. Vote and encourage others to. If there is a last free election in this nation, it's likely you won't know at the time that it's the last free election. Stand up for our institutions while we have them. Attacks on the intelligence services and Justice Department are serious. These are people who have literally devoted their lives, and sometimes risking or even giving their lives, to learn and to verify the truth. A joint intelligence community report on Russian interference in the 2016 election was meticulously prepared by a panel of experts from NSA, FBI, and the CIA, and proved the Russian interference. The president has condemned the report again and again. Why? Who does that benefit? The president has attacked Senator John McCain, an institution by himself, and who was by all means a national hero. But the president discounted his heroism and tried to redefine the term hero. On July 18, 2015, the following statement was published in the New York Times, and this is excerpts. Saturday, presidential candidate Trump belittled Senator John McCain's war record by saying of the Arizona senator and former prisoner of war, he's not a war hero. He's a hero because he was captured. I like people who weren't captured. With that statement, Mr. Trump showed his true objective, to punish McCain for disagreeing with him. Mr. Trump and Mr. McCain had been engaged in a war of words over the prior week, after McCain said that Mr. Trump was riling up the crazies in the party with his inflammatory remarks about illegal immigrants from Mexico. Their war of words continued until the senator's death. The president was excluded from attendance at his funeral. Why? As a war hero, McCain represented a threat to Trump. Like all war heroes, he became highly respected, and any such war hero is a threat to an aspiring dictator. Stand up for our institutions while we have them. There is a reason that within a few weeks of the inauguration of our current president, the Washington Post began using the phrase, "Democracy dies in darkness." Stand up for our institutions while we have them.